stepping into your zone.
We're in. We're gone.
Coming off a win last week versus the Cedar Park Timberwolves, your Rouse Raiders have their hands full tonight with the Gregory Portland Wildcats. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Steve Kithill. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring you live stream video tonight. The NFHS is a broadcast partner with the UIL, and they have opted for the video broadcast, so that is on Texan Live. If you go to Texan Live, you can look up the Rouse Gregory Portland game, but you will pay a subscription fee in order to watch the broadcast tonight from Texan Live.
So all complaints can go to the UIL for the non-broadcast of SHN.
That is always that is always a point that is brought up each playoff season for a home broadcast.
Yep.
From each high school that broadcasts throughout the year, and when they get to the playoffs, they run into this right here, and that's what is happening tonight. The lineups are being called out, and Rouse is being introduced. Gregory Portland has already been introduced, and we'll go ahead and introduce them as well. Leading off for the Wildcats tonight, number 4, Walker Yannick. Behind the plate, number 8, Malachi Lott in center field. Batting third, number 5, Easton Dowell at third base. Batting fourth, number 16, Robbie Spencer, who will be the starting pitcher tonight. Number 1, Gage Gleinig, the second baseman, will be batting fifth. Number 2, Kobe Orell, will be at first base. Number 13, Daniel Gonzalez, will be the designated hitter, hitting for 11, Jackie King at short. Batting 8, number 21, Braden Talamontes in right field, and batting 9th, number 10, A.J. Carter in left field. It's baseball time in Texas as we're getting ready to get underway here in San Antonio from Northeast ISD Baseball Complex, a beautiful facility. You can see by the picture that we've put up on our screen this afternoon. This is of the field, and I took this picture just earlier this afternoon to show you just exactly where we are playing and the field that we were playing on.
You know, it's a beautiful complex here. Northeast Stadium has, builders of this have done a very, very good job of it. Man, just wonderful. Wonderful scenario here, and hopefully we can watch a good Rouse win here.
Your defensive battery for the Raiders tonight. Your starting pitcher, number 20, Andrew Kithill. Behind the plate, number 9, Carter Heinrich. At first base, number 1, Drew Forsell. At second base, number 12, Joe Sparshoe. At third base, number 17, Colby Diaz. At shortstop, number 23, Lucas Sparshoe. In left field, number 3, Keegan Solomon. In center field, number 6, Jake Alepa. And in right field, number 34, Colin Correjo. Due up for the Wildcats in the first, number 4, Walker Yannick. Number 8, Malachi Lott. And number 5, Easton Dowell. Now, I was kind of confused a little bit. Coming into tonight, I was under the impression that Portland was going to be the home team tonight. And
oh, really?
Rouse was going to be the visitor.
Yeah, nope. I'm surprised.
Right, and
very nice.
You were, when you came, you set up over on the first base side.
I set up on the first base
same
side.
Thing,
yep.
But they informed us that, no, indeed, the Raiders are the home team tonight. Gregory Portland comes in tonight, 35-2-1 on the season. They finished 14-2 in district out of District 29-5A. They were the champion of the district. The head coach, Ronnie Jonesy. The assistants, Cameron Elmeyer, Michael Zapata, and Baldemar Pena. Rouse comes in tonight 26-10 on the season, 9-5 in district. Out of District 25-5A, the number 4 seed, head coach Chad Crimpine, assisted by Josh Harris, Dan LaPaglia, and Jason Bourgeois.
Don't blink, because this batter's a first pitch hitter.
Kithill winds and delivers, misses high for ball 1. Walker Yannick standing in from the right side. Malachi Lott on deck. Kithill has the sign. He toes in on the rubber. He winds. Fastball inside for ball 2. Underway in San Antonio, a beautiful day. Got a nice breeze blowing in directly from right field.
Yeah, there will be no balls hit out to right field. That's my prediction.
2-0 delivery. This is cut on and hit out to deep center. Jake Alepa tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it for Yannick. Malachi Lott will dig in from the left side.
Again, another dangerous hitter for Gregory Portland. Their first 2 hitters do a lot of damage.
Easton Dowell on deck for the Wildcats. He takes for a strike. We want to thank you for tuning in and watching Raider baseball on SHN Sports. This is popped up and playable. Joe Sparshoe not able to get to it in time.
Error.
I don't think that's going to be an error.
Well,
it's just a lot of backspin. It's going to fall in for a base hit.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
It looked like it was going to be routine.
He got him jammed, and kind of a pop fly that went about 15, 20 feet up out of the air, and Joe Sparshoe was playing deep, and it hit on the grass of the infield and took a funny hop. Runners on first.
1 on with 1 out for Easton Dowell. Kithill from the stretch. The throw over to first will not be in time as Lott is back in safely. Robbie Spencer on deck. First pitch in for a strike to Dowell. This is the regional semifinal round of the Texas High School playoffs. A throw over to first will not be in time as Lott is back in safely. Portland in red jerseys, red socks, gray pants, red batting helmets, blue ball caps with a red bill.
The pitch.
Pitch in for strike 2. 0-2, the count to Dowell. Raiders in their white pinstripe uniforms. Rouse in block letters across the front in cardinal, bordered in Vegas gold. Throw over to first, not quite in time.
Runner on first, Malachi Lott. He is he is their center fielder. I believe he does have some speed there. We're going to try to keep him very close.
Kid Hill will step off.
Yeah, Malachi broke one step to second base, and Kid Hill still had the ball. So he stepped off and kept him at first.
Lott extends his lead. This pitch is cut on and hit the spar shoe at short and throw to first in time.
Got him. Close play. Bang, bang play right there.
6-3 on the putout.
It was a high chopper to Lucas Sparshu at shortstop. Lucas with a strong throw to just barely get him.
Dowell hits into a fielder's choice to move the runner over. Starting pitcher Robbie Spencer comes to the plate. He'll dig in from the right side. Gage Gleinig, the second baseman, on deck. Heinrich will call time. He's going to go out and talk to Kid Hill.
Gage Spencer, how tall do you think he is? 6'4" up there?
Robbie Spencer?
Robbie Spencer, sorry. Robbie Spencer, 6'4", 6'5".
He looks pretty tall for sure.
He's Aaron Judge-esque.
Lott extends his lead at second. Kid Hill takes a look in from the stretch. Fastball in for a strike.
There we go.
Saw on Twitter earlier today, Steve, where Andrew Kidhill is considered in the top 21 pitchers in the state, according to Lone Star Preps.
Pretty neat.
This is cut on and hit foul down the third base side.
Yeah, it was pretty neat and definitely something that he's pretty honored about as well.
I was actually going to read the article, but then found out you had to subscribe. In order
yeah,
to
you
read
have to
the
pay.
Article.
You have to pay, just like you have to pay to watch this game.
Right. 0-2, the count to Spencer. Kidhill takes a look back. He'll spin off and look Lott back to second.
Lott was running on the last pitch. I think he probably would have had that stolen if it wasn't fouled off.
0-2, the count. He takes off to third. Pitch in the dirt, and he'll steal third.
No throw. He had a tremendous jump right there, and there's really, I mean, when you have speed like that, it's very tough to keep the runner to the single base there.
Kidhill comes set. He deals. This is hit at the middle into center field. This will be a base hit that scores Lott. That will bring up number 1, Gage Gleinig, the second baseman.
Sharp base hit there, and honestly, that just is what it is. Hard hit ball.
So a courtesy runner at first base. I didn't catch the number.
Oh, I didn't either.
But we have a handy dandy little roster here as soon as we see a number. Slider in for a strike. The 0-1 pitch is down and in for ball 1. That will even the count. 1-1. Got a good turnout here tonight for both schools. This is just about middle of the road for both of them, about a 2-hour trip for both squads.
Yep.
Throw over to first will not be in time as
it's 2 hours here from Rouse, but depending on what time you go.
All right.
Traffic can be a bear.
The 1-1 pitch. This is cut on and hit the third. Diaz
Foul
has
ball.
it. He calls it foul, and that will be a strike for Gleinig.
Probably okay with that, because that was going to be a tough play for Colby Diaz. He was falling towards foul territory at third base, and a long throw.
He did field it in foul territory.
Yes.
Colby Orrell on deck for the Wildcats.
Oh, got him.
Throw over to first.
Yep.
In time, and they catch
Picked him off.
snoozing. Pick off. And Gleinig will come back up to bat.
Yes, he
in
will.
The second.
That was a pickoff, good pickoff, and they caught him. Definitely caught him leaning, right?
Wildcats pick up 1 run on 2 hits. They leave none. After 1/2, it's 1-0. Gregory Portland. On to the bottom we go. Defensive battery for the Wildcats. On the mound, number 16, Robbie Spencer. Behind the plate, number 4, Walker Yannick. At first base, number 2, Colby Orrell. At second base, number 1, Gage Gleinig. At third base, number 5, Easton Dowell. At short, number 11, Jackie King. Left field, number 10, A.J. Carter. In center field, number 8, Malachi Lott. And in right field, number 21, Braden Talamontes. Due up for the Raiders, Keegan Solomon, Oscar Salazar, and Colin Correjo. Yeah, I would definitely say that Spencer is one tall young man.
Big kid. I am unsure where he is committed, but I imagine he is going somewhere.
He is a senior.
He is a senior. If I remember correctly, I think it's Louisiana Lafayette, maybe? I'll have to look that up.
Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Raider Baseball. I think I mentioned or said watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sport, but listening to tonight. If you would, click like and subscribe to keep up with Raider Baseball. Hit that notification bell there on the right hand. Ready to get this thing underway here in the bottom of the first. Keegan Solomon will come to the plate. History in the making, as this is the deepest the Raiders have gone in the Texas high school baseball playoffs. Solomon takes for a strike. Got a lot of fans. Charlie and Sandra Rouse have made the trip out. Pitch misses low for a ball, and that will even things up.
Yes, and Principal Christine Simpson actually came over and said hello to me.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah, she made the trip down here as well.
Trevor Bradley takes for ball 2, and that will move the count 2-1.
Really important tonight for the Raiders to go deep, and in each count, every single at bat, get him to throw as many pitches as possible. It just goes right into our strategy.
Spencer winds and delivers. This is cut on and hit foul down the third baseline, and that will even the count up at 2. Just beautiful, beautiful sky.
Yep.
Great day for baseball, especially coming off earlier in the week and over the weekend. It was just rainy and miserable. Finally was able to mow my yard yesterday after work, Steve. And
I was going to say, you probably had, what, 6 inches of lawn?
Or more, and then had some mushrooms growing underneath that.
Oh, no.
Just because of the moisture. Pitch fouled off, and the count will remain even at 2. Oscar Salazar on deck.
I'd like to ask you gentlemen, please not get on the dugout. That's for your safety, please. Thank you.
Spencer winds and delivers. A swing and a miss on a high fastball. He got him to chase for strike 3.
He chased. That's definitely, he helped him out there. Hard to do, though. I mean, the kid's throwing 90, 91, I'm sure.
The freshman comes to the plate. Curveball hangs high for ball 1. Oscar Salazar. The 1-0 pitch, he lays off.
Oh, wow.
Rung up for a strike anyway.
And that wasn't a swing. That was a called strike, although the catcher missed the ball.
Interesting. It comes on the it comes off the tip of his glove as he was reaching across his body.
Yeah.
And the umpire called it a strike. Interesting call. 1-1 the count. Yannick gives a sign. The pitch misses low, a fastball. 2-1 the count. Spencer winds. This is cut on and hits into left field. That'll be a base hit.
It's in the gap all the way to the fence.
All the way to the fence. Oscar Salazar rounds second. He will hold up with a stand-up double.
That ball was smoked. Absolutely smoked. Shortstop was playing back at almost the outfield grass, and he just didn't have enough time to reach up and get the ball.
Jackie King not able to make the play and was just out of position on the play, as you mentioned. So,
just it's all because that ball was just hit on the screws.
We want to thank Northeast ISD for their hospitality and hosting us here.
Wow, they're coming out with some good concession stand items.
Yes, they are. Looks like got some beignets.
Wow.
Colin Correjo will take for a strike. A changeup out of the hand of Robbie Spencer. Salazar extends his lead at second. Spencer takes a look back. He toes in on the rubber. Pitch offering gets him on the leg.
Yep.
And Correjo will take a walk down to first, hit by pitch. That will bring up the third baseman, Colby Diaz.
One out.
Now you talk about somebody that's due. Colby Diaz is due.
Oh, yeah. He is, I think he's seeing the ball a little bit better these days. Heard he's doing really well in batting practice.
Diaz takes for a strike on a low fastball. Two on with one out here in the bottom of the first. Spencer takes a look back at Salazar. He deals high for a ball. Spencer comes set. Looks back a second. Comes home, a breaking ball.
Oh, yeah.
In for a strike.
You know, that I think Colby thought that was going to hit him, and he turned into it, gave up on the pitch, and it broke right in there for a strike.
1-2 the count. 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Wildcats leading this one 1-0 over the Raiders. Diaz calls time. He steps out. Spencer works rather methodically. He takes his time.
He's working very slow. You say methodically, I say slow.
Spencer again comes set. This is hit back up the middle.
Oh,
this is into
hit.
Center field. Salazar rounds headed home, and he will be thrown out at the plate. And Correjo was almost caught in a pickle.
All right. So the outfielder, the center fielder, it was hit pretty hard. The center fielder charged the ball, and that's I believe that's going to be game 2 starter, Malachi Lott, the pitcher. He's got a really strong arm, and I will just tell you, he threw Oscar Salazar out by a lot, and now the umpires are getting together because during that pole play, the ball went to third base, and the Coach Krempine, almost got in the way of it. And the Gregory Portland coach, Jonesy, is going ahead and arguing it. Looks like to no avail, though. So we're just going to play ball from right here. 2 outs, 2 runs on, and 2 runners on.
Diaz will get the single, get credit for the single. As Drew Forcell will come to the plate. He takes for a called strike. Pitch outside for ball 1. That'll even things up. So going back to that last play, you know, definitely one of those that Coach Krempine would like to have back because Salazar was easily thrown out.
I would say he was thrown out by 5 feet
or
maybe
more,
or maybe 10.
Yeah.
So
pitch misses down and away for ball 2. 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the second.
Oscar's fast, and he did have a good jump on the ball, but you know, center fielder has an absolute cannon. Like I said, he's a pitcher as well.
Spencer comes set. He delivers. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. That will even things up. And again, from our vantage point, we're just off to the third base side of home plate, so really kind of hard to see that outside pitch.
Yeah, I'm going to not critique the home plate umpire tonight. Unless it's really bad.
Spencer comes set. Deuces wild to Drew Forcell. This is chopped on and hit back up the middle. The throw to second.
Oh!
Will be in time for the force as he just steps on the bag. He didn't have to tag him.
Yep.
That will go.
Close play.
6-4 on the putout of Diaz as Forcell hit into the fielder's choice.
Very close play there at second base with Colby Diaz, but didn't get a call there.
Raiders get no runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. And on to the second we go. Wildcats 1, your Raiders nothing. Andrew Kidhill back out on the mound to get things going here in the second. Due up for the Wildcats in the second. Gage Gleinig, Colby Orell, and Daniel Gonzalez. Interesting getting the opportunity to call this ball game. Back in 2012, I believe it was, 2012, 2013 possibly. Rouse faced Gregory Portland in the high school football playoffs. So this isn't the first ever meeting between these two schools, but between these two baseball programs, it is their first ever meeting. Rouse ended up winning that football game and eventually moving on to face Georgetown in
that was the state semifinal.
Class 5A semifinal.
Yep.
They dropped to Georgetown, which at that time had just Eastview High School had just opened up.
Yeah,
and
that was.
All of the seniors opted to stay at Georgetown instead of moving over. So audio-only broadcast tonight. No live stream video.
Good pitch.
Lining takes for ball or for a strike.
Good pitch. Good pitch right there. Real solid. Solid fastball.
Paints the outside corners extremely well.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss. So, yes, we are getting some questions. This is an audio-only broadcast. Gleinig takes for ball 1. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, there are 4 networks here, and one of them got the exclusive video rights. That's it.
This is a pop-up and playable. Drew Forsell calling it. He makes the catch, and that will do it for Gleinig. We're out number 1. So, in the UIL playoffs, NFHS has exclusive video rights. And so Texan Live is here. Dave Campbell's Texan Live is here filming the game tonight. You can pay to watch that behind their paywall. Pitch misses for a ball as Colby Orrell comes to the plate. So my good friend Mark Glenn is sending me a text and asking that question. Pitch in for a strike. That will even the count.
I believe the UIL may have a suggestion box if you want to
right.
give them a suggestion about video rights and stuff.
Curly Trent is asking who has those rights. Colin Correjo in on the catch, and that will retire Orrell for out number 2. F9 if you're keeping score. NFHS has the video rights, and Texan Live is who is broadcasting the game. So you can watch the live video stream via Texan Live. And again, it is a subscriber fee based. Daniel Gonzalez swings on it and fouls it back out of play for strike 1.
Sorry for the wind, everybody. This is just not going to be able to get out of it.
Gonzalez takes for ball 1. That will even the count up at 1. Daniel Gonzalez, a designated hitter. He's hitting for the shortstop, number 11, Jackie King. Kid Hill from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. It's outside for a ball.
Like him to come in with a little bit more competitive pitch right there.
We'll go back to our radio roots back when we weren't able to. So if you imagine listening to an old AM radio to a Ranger game, this is cut on and hit out to deep left if it stays fair, and it goes foul. That was hit high and deep to left, but the wind takes it foul, and it is blowing directly from right field, and so the high fly ball to left was blown out of play.
Good effort by Keegan Solomon right there. He ran a long way and just couldn't make the play.
2-2 the count. 2 out with nobody on for the Wildcats. And again, we are monitoring the live chat, so if you want to give a shout out.
Get him. Oh, that looked good.
Pitch misses low and in for ball 3, and the count goes full.
I wanted that pitch.
The payoff pitch.
Nope.
Just misses the outside corner for ball 4, and Kid Hill will issue a free pass. That'll bring up number 21, Braden Talamontes, the right fielder.
2 out walks will drive a coach crazy.
Talamontes batting 8th in the order. You can give a shout out to your favorite Rouse player, or if you're enjoying the broadcast, let us know. Kid Hill from the stretch. Fastball. This is hit out to left. Solomon over and makes the catch on the liner shot, and that will do it for the Wildcats.
That ball was hit very hard, but right at Keegan Solomon, who played it perfectly.
Lined out to left field. Wildcats get no runs on no hits. They leave one. On to the bottom we go. It's 1-0 Portland. Robbie Spencer will make his way back out to the mound. Currently, we've got 80 fans listening in. We want to thank you for tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Again, we apologize. This is an audio-only broadcast. We did post a picture of the field that I took earlier this afternoon to give you an idea where your Raiders are playing tonight. A very nice turf field here in Northeast Independent School District in San Antonio.
Yeah, that is not a painted picture. That is actually a photograph. It looks like a painted picture right there. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Right, that's
what we're looking at. Is just beautiful.
That's the Samsung Note
facility.
20 Plus.
It's just a beautiful facility here. I've seen minor league parks, lesser facilities at minor league park. Box seats all the way around.
Due up for the Raiders in the second. Lucas Sparshoe, Carter Heinrich, and Joe Sparshoe. Raiders had opportunities to score in the first, unfortunately not able to get one home. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Little off-speed pitch on that one, Steve.
Yeah, pitching him backwards. Interesting.
The 1-0 delivery, this is fouled off for strike 1.
Yeah, that hit Lucas Sparshoe right in the knee, I think, in the batter's box. So, of course, that's a foul ball.
Lucas Sparshoe, one of the Raider heroes last week versus Cedar Park, as he hit a 2-run double. He takes for a ball.
Yeah, he's trying to go deep in these counts. This is very important.
Heinrich on deck. Spencer winds and delivers a fastball that's cut on and fouled back out of play, and that will even the count up at 2. Spin says, shout out to these announcers who have been doing a great job giving us play-by-play action during these playoffs. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are humbled by your kind words.
Absolutely. That's very nice.
Spencer from the windup. He deals a breaking ball inside for ball 3, and the count goes full. The Portland fans,
there it is,
really wanting the
another deep count. That's what we want. Gotta get this starting pitcher out of there.
Spencer with the payoff pitch. It's fouled off.
That's perfect. Another pitch.
Sparshoe doing a great job leading this inning off and going into his 7th pitch of the at-bat. Very nicely situated facility here in San Antonio. Payoff pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3, and that will do it for Sparshoot. That will bring up Carter Heinrich. Joe Sparshoot on deck. That will go down as a quality at bat.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
For Sparshoot.
7 pitches, that's great.
Breaking ball in for a strike. You can, Roman Rodriguez asks, where do you find the live footage? The live footage can be found at Texan Live. You can probably go www.texanlive.com and look for the Rouse Gregory Portland game. That is behind a paywall, so you will have to pay a fee for that.
I believe it'll be $10 a month, and they will auto bill you every month unless you
This is cut on and hit down to third. Dowell has it, the throw over to first in time, and that will do it for Heinrich. 5-3 on the putout. That will bring up little shotty Joe Sparshoot. Curly Trent says it doesn't work. Well, all I can tell you, Curly, is that they are set up next to us. I do see their camera, their broadcasters are going, so I'm not exactly sure if they're aware of that. Pitch in for a strike. And I can see the feed. They are filming from the third base side, so you're only seeing part of the field at a time, but they have an camera operator that is able to move. Pitch misses for a ball. 1-1 the count to Sparshoot. The 1-1 pitch, that's cut on and hit up to short. King has it. The throw to first will be in time, and the Raiders go in order in the second. 6-3 on the putout of Sparshoot. No runs on no hits, nobody left on, and after 2 complete, it's 1-0 Portland. Due up for the Wildcats in the third. The 9 1-2 hitters, A.J. Carter, Walker Yannick, and Malachi Lott. I want to give a shout out to the broadcast team for Gregory Portland, Blast Vision.
Yeah, they're
they did
nice guys.
They very nice, very accommodating for information to us, and much like us, they asked all the permissions with the schools, the venues, the coaches, and we were both denied since the NFHS has exclusive rights through video rights through the playoffs if they so choose to broadcast the game, and that is what has happened. So again, we are disappointed with the decision of the UIL.
Yeah,
and the fans from both fan bases upset. We were talking with their broadcast partners with Blast Vision prior to the game, and their fans were really upset because they don't want to listen to guys that don't know their team and don't know their players.
I just think there's a better way to do this, but they think they're going to get 20 people to pay for the game, and if they do, then yeah, it's better for them. But usually we have to pay the $100 a round fee directly for these playoff games. So I don't know.
Curly says it's honestly very upsetting, and you are very correct. As broadcasters, we do get upset. Steve's upset. It's got out-of-state family that can't watch, and all they can do is listen unless they want to pay the subscription fee.
Yeah, there's really nothing SHN can do. That's just a UIL thing.
It's a UIL thing, and unfortunately.
Again, the suggestion box to UIL, I'm sure it's on their website, and you can contact UIL.
Carter takes for ball one.
Ball one, and that was close. That was a competitive pitch.
I do know that Rob Hipp, one of the owners of SHN Sports, Carl Schoening being the other. Fastball gets the outside corner for a strike. has spoke with the state legislature to try to rectify that.
Good.
Don't know that anything will come of it, but they're working on it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Great
pitch right there by Andrew Kithill.
Takes a little bit off of it, an off-speed pitch, a rare off-speed pitch that you see from Andrew. Usually he's dealing sliders and fastballs. The 1-2 is cut on and missed for strike 3.
First strikeout of the day.
Kithill will pick up his first K of the afternoon.
Nice.
That will bring up Walker Yannick. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up.
It's the first bat of the leadoff batter, right? Of the leadoff batter of the game.
It is. This is the number 1 hitter.
It's danger zone here. He's really good.
He takes for ball 1. Lot on deck. 1-0 the count from the windup. The pitch in the dirt for ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0. This is chopped on and hit to short. Sparshoe has it. Throw to first in time. And Forcell nearly pulled his foot off the bag too soon, and it looked like he was going to call it and call him safe. That was a close call.
He was very, very close to doing that, and umpire decided on better judgment there.
6-3 for out number 2. Malachi Lott is 1 for 1 with a single.
Strike 1. There we go.
First pitch in for a strike. Same exact count he was in when he got his single last time.
Yep.
He had a 1-strike count. This is cut on and hit to short. Sparshoe has it deep in the hole to throw to first in time.
Good inning.
And the Raiders retire him in order. 6-3 on the put out of Lott. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. To the bottom of the third we go. It's 1-0 Portland. We want to thank y'all for tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Typically we say watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports, but listening today. So imagine, if you would, that you're spending a lazy evening sitting on the front porch and listening to a radio broadcast of Major League Baseball at the high school level.
The high school level, there you go.
We'll do our best to be as professional as possible and make it entertaining and enjoyable for you.
We're definitely volunteers. How about that? Michael Francis is definitely a professional on things, but he volunteers all his time to this, and I tell you what, we are very, very lucky to have him. 8 years of broadcasting, and man, you're a legend.
I don't know.
Tell you, you are.
What's that saying? If the legend is greater than the story, then believe the legend. Okay. So there you go. Well, Curly, I am going to answer your question. Well, I'm going to have to pass it over. Curly Trent wants to know what our predictions are for this game, and well, I have to tell you, Steve Kithill is our official prognosticator.
Well, I will tell you, as you can already see, a lot of zeros are going to be up on the board. The pitching is going to be just fantastic, and it's going to depend on who can execute when an opportunity is presented themselves. Right now, Gregory Portland did a very good job in executing in the first inning, and so now they're winning 1-0. But as far, I think Rouse may pull this one out 3-1. How about that?
There you go. Alepa takes for a ball. 9 1 and 2 hitters are due up for the Raiders in the bottom. Roman Rodriguez asks, is it going to be this way throughout the whole tournament? This is lined back up the middle. King has it. The throw.
Oh, man.
Oh, it looked as Aleppo have had it beat out, but he calls him out on the throw to first.
Wow.
That'll go 6-3 on the putout of Aleppo, and I have to be honest, if that was a review, Rouse would probably see that one overturned.
I know. I will also say this: the runner, Jake Aleppo, he was rounding first base because he thought that ball was going into the center field, and the shortstop made a great play on the ground ball. So
one away for Keegan Solomon. Swing and a miss for strike one. Solomon is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. And to finish answering your question, Roman Rodriguez, is it going to be this way throughout the whole tournament? That will be up until the state tournament. That pitch misses for a ball. It bounces in the dirt. The Fox Sports Southwest has exclusive rights to the state tournament. NFHS has exclusive rights, if they so choose, to the playoffs outside of that. They have not opted to broadcast any of Rouse's playoff games until this one. So if Rouse moves forward, that will remain to be seen. This is cut on and hit foul down the first base side, and the count will go 1-2. One ball, two strike count to Keegan Solomon. Robbie Spencer on the mound. Walker Yannick behind the plate. He gives the sign. The pitch, this is cut on and hit out to center. This will drop for a base hit. We're waiting for Steve to get back on. Oscar Salazar will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Was eventually thrown out at home by Malachi Lott. So, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Ismael Izquierdo.
Izzy.
Izzy says,
hello,
what's up,
Izzy.
Steve? How you doing?
Hey, Izzy.
How did they score their first run?
It was a bloop single. Stolen. Well, there was a ground out, fielder's choice, moving the guy over to second, and then a stolen base to third, and then a two-out base hit up the middle.
2-0 the count to Salazar. One on with one out. Spencer from the stretch. The pitch. Misses inside for ball 3.
3-0.
And that one looked really close. Colin Correjo on deck. Portland leading this one 1-0 over the Raiders. Salazar shows bunt and pulls back. Spencer comes set. Fastball upstairs for ball 4, and he issues his first walk of the afternoon.
I don't know if he's starting to struggle or what. He's 44 pitches in. It's kind of quick to start to struggle. So
Correjo stands in. Spencer takes a look back at Solomon at second. First pitch offering gets the outside corner for strike one. Correjo, one of Rouse's few lefties, batting from the left side.
yeah, I want to say they have maybe 2 lefties on the whole team. And
I think so.
And one of them's Daniel Norris.
Right. I think there's a JV player that he brought up that bats left.
Oh, okay.
Raiders have 2 aboard.
Whoops.
With 1 out here
Sorry.
in the bottom of the 3rd. A 1-strike count to Correjo. Spencer taking his time. He shows bunt, and he lays it down the third base side.
Beautiful
This
bunt.
is a beautiful bunt, and it's not going to be playable as it pulls the first baseman off the bag, but he would have been safe anyway.
That's a base hit all the way. Bases loaded now.
Bases loaded on the infield hit by Colin Correjo.
So that was a bunt right down the third base line. Caught the third baseman playing deep, and Colin Correjo just legged it out.
Colby
Good.
Diaz will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single.
Okay.
Yannick is going to call time, and there's going to be a mound visit by the coach.
I'm not
sure
sure
if this is Coach Jonesy or not.
I think it is.
I'm going to talk. There's a play at any base.
Bases loaded, 1 out. We need a fly ball out the outfield.
And knowing what they probably know about Diaz, he's like, do not put anything in his wheelhouse.
Nope. It doesn't matter that the wind is blowing in. He can hit it through the wind.
Diaz, a Texas State commit.
He's a junior this year, so Rouse will have him next year, and then on to
the Bobcats he goes.
The Bobcats.
Drew Forcell on deck. Bases loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Strong kid here.
Raiders,
come on,
with a great opportunity right here. Spencer comes set. First pitch offering, a fastball, misses low for a ball.
So they're playing in at the corners, and they're playing for a double play at shortstop and second base. Up the middle, they're playing for a double play.
Lott is playing up in center field, too. Next pitch in for a ball. 2-0 the count to Diaz. Down the lines is 320, both right and left. 350 down the left and right power alleys, and 380 to straightaway center. Spencer comes set. The 2-0 is a fastball. It's high and towering out towards center field. Lott tracks in on it. He has it.
Here comes the
throw. Home will not be in time, and the Raiders tie this one up as Keegan Solomon comes across. A sac fly for Colby Diaz to tie this thing up.
Sac fly.
A sac fly to center for out number 2, and that will bring up Drew Forcell.
Boy, oh boy. Malachi Lott threw an absolute seed from center field, and if it was online, it would have been a really close play.
Yeah, but it was off to the third base
off
side.
line.
Forcell takes for ball 1.
Runs are so hard to get here with these pitchers.
Not sure if Spencer is their ace. This is hit out to left. Salazar rounds third. He's headed home. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Yes.
An RBI single for Drew Forcell.
Hit it to the left fielder. Left fielder did not have the arm to throw out. That's a balk. That's a balk. That's a balk.
And they called it. He dropped the ball.
All right. So the pitcher was on the rubber. He was engaged on the rubber, and he dropped the ball. That is an absolute balk. Runners are going to move up. And it was finally called after delay.
So I don't think that he noticed that the ball was on the ground.
No, he didn't, but Coach Krempine started yelling at the second base umpire, and finally he called it.
But it's interesting that the home plate umpire didn't call it.
Yeah, the home plate umpire.
He could have called it. Lucas Ballshoe, big shotty, in at the plate, batting from the right side. He takes outside for a ball.
I have that as his 52nd pitch of the game, and he's not out of the third quite yet.
No activity going on in the Wildcat bullpen as of yet. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike. Next pitch is cut on and missed as Sparshoe was swinging for the fences.
He sure was. He got his money's worth out on that swing, but
I think he got shortchanged, but he was trying to.
Now he needs to put the ball in play.
1-2 the count.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off. And Sparshoe stays alive. 2 on with 2 out. Runners at second and third. Correjo at third. Forcell at second. Carter Heinrich on deck. 1-2 the count, the 1-2 pitch. That's low for ball 2.
Yes. We got a call there. Catcher thought it was a ball.
Yannick thought it was a strike,
yeah,
and he took off for the dugout.
He took off for the dugout, and I thought maybe I thought Correjo might get a cheap run right there.
Mason Schronk, shout out to my boy Keegan Solomon. Solomon doing some work this evening, that's for sure. Scored the first Raider run to tie this thing up. 2-2 the count. Deuces wild for Lucas Sparshoe. Takes high for ball 3.
Every pitch, man.
Full count.
Get every pitch you can out of him.
You're starting to see some frustration in Robbie Spencer.
Yep.
Spencer picks up the sign. The payoff pitch misses low for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Carter Heinrich.
And I will tell you, the catcher is that Yannick. He said a few nice words, not so nice words, to the home plate umpire right there. And I think he's going to make the umpire come out. Yep. Umpire is making his way out to break up the huddle over there. But he was very upset with some of those calls. You're not gonna get in the good side of the umpire that way at all. You're not gonna get any calls.
Heinrich is 0 for 1. He grounded to third his first time up. Spencer from the stretch. Pitch in for a strike, a fastball down the middle. The 0-1.
Oh, yeah.
Hit down the third base line into the left
That's
field.
A trouble.
That will score 1, 2, and Lucas Sparshoe rounds third. He's headed home, and he will score a 3-run RBI double for Carter Heinrich.
Wow. Huge. Right down the third base line. No chance for the third baseman. He just crushed it. Sam Walsh coming that's going to be a courtesy runner, which is different than a pinch runner. A courtesy runner is not officially in the game. But Sam Walsh, he's caused havoc all year long on the base paths.
That will bring up the second baseman, little shotty Joe Sparshoe. And the Raiders.
Oh.
Walsh steals third base. He got the jump on Spencer.
He got a really huge jump, and the catcher, Yannick, he almost threw him out there. That was a close play.
There's not a bad player on this Gregory Portland team,
Absolutely
for sure.
not. They're very talented.
Well, you get to this level, there's not bad players. Swing and a miss for a strike. Sparshu in an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch gets the outside corner, and that will do it. The Raiders get 5 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1 stranded. After 3, it's the Raiders 5, Gregory Portland 1.
And it's going to be real important for the Raiders to hold them to 0. This is a 0 inning. Got to get it to 0. After a big inning like that, Andrew Kithill has sat for a while now. And so he's got to get warmed up and moving on this thing.
This is the other thing. There is some activity going in the Wildcat bullpen now.
Yeah, I see that.
So you can probably figure that might be it for Spencer on the day. But at any rate, Kithill gets pumped when he gets the lead. So hopefully it will remain that way. And he'll come out and he will just take command of this game. And
he's got to ride the adrenaline and keep it for the next 4 innings, next 12 outs.
Let's go, Rouse. Build that cushion. I tell you what, we really have a good turnout from both fan bases here today.
You know, considering it's 2 hours for basically both teams, it might be an hour and 45 for Rouse, but it's all of 2 hours for Gregory Portland. You know, stands are what do you think? 60% full here? 50?
Yeah, maybe 50.
50%.
This is a big complex.
And oh, by the way, it's Wednesday night.
It is Wednesday night.
It's hard to get here on a Wednesday night. Everybody's got to work tomorrow.
Due up for the Wildcats in the 4th. Dowell, Spencer, and Gleinig. That would be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Andrew Kithill from the windup. You deal high for ball 1. Dowell 0 for 1. He grounded to short.
Gotta throw strikes here. Just gotta throw strikes.
It's
okay.
Hit back up the middle. This will be a base hit for Dowell.
You go get the next one.
Robbie Spencer will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single, but his courtesy runner was picked off at first base.
Real important to throw a 0 up here for Rouse.
Gleinig on deck. 1 on with no outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good pitch.
Fastball in for a strike.
Inside corner, it looked like to me.
That's what Andrew's been so good at all season long, is painting corners.
Stay away from the middle. He's a little frustrated with, I think he's a little frustrated because he wants to go faster.
Throw to first.
Almost had
Not
him.
in time, but it was close. It had been a little lower throw. He might have got him. But
yeah. I think the runner was leaning. He had a delayed reaction back to first base.
Dowell gets back in time as a throw over from first again.
Another throw over, yeah.
George Garcia, let's go Rouse. Great hits, Colby. Yes, he has. Nice sac fly to get the tying run aboard.
Andrew's got to be careful.
Tying run at the plate.
He keeps throwing over to first right now, and he's got to be careful. Got a big hitter up right now. Got to lock in on him.
Kid Hill comes set. Fastball, back pick from Heinrich to first. It's not in time as Dowell dives back in. There's a ball on the pitch, and that will even the count at 1. High and inside for ball 2. I want to give a shout out to A to Z Sports Media, a media partner
They're just
with Rouse High School.
They've been fantastic all year long. And
Sonny Zepeda putting together promotionals and hype picks for the kids. Pitch misses low for ball 3.
needs to come in with the strike here, and 3-1, so the batter knows.
The cut on, and this will be
base
hit
hit
into left. It'll be a base hit. Wildcats with back-to-back hits.
No outs here. It's got to start trading some outs for.
Well, with no outs, you can suspect that may go into a bunt situation.
I would think this is a bunt, although it's 5-1. So, do you really want to give away an out? In the high school game, you probably do, just because you don't know if the bunt happens, do they throw it away and you get a really big inning out of the whole thing. If they don't throw it away, then you just give up an out, right?
Dowell at second, Spencer at first, Gleinig at the plate. Orrell on deck.
Oh, hit him.
First pitch hits him, and that will load him.
I think that was just a breaking ball that just got away from him.
Coach Harris will take a mound visit. See if he can.
Got to stop the bleeding here. Got to do what you can. Might be playing for a strikeout, and a double play or something like that.
Andrew Vyas, courtesy running for the pitcher. Bases loaded with no outs here in the top of the fourth. Colby Orrell flew out to right his first time up. Daniel Gonzalez on deck. Heinrich gives a sign. Kithill from the stretch. Pitch is lined back up the middle. Could be a double play. There's 1 and 2.
Nope,
no,
dropped it.
He dropped it. That will score a run.
1 out, run scores. 1 run scores.
That will go 6-4 on the put out of Gleinig for out number 1. That'll be a fielder's choice for Colby Orrell. That will not be a hit.
We got the double play ball, just not able to execute it. Ball was hit a little bit soft to get to a double play, I think. It's going to be a real close play at first. Whether Drew Forsell caught that ball or not. It's going to be a tough play.
That will bring up Daniel Gonzalez, the designated hitter. He drew a walk his first time up. Runners on the corners. And Gonzalez is huge. Batting from the left side. Talamantes on deck. Lays it out there for a strike as he showed bunt.
Interesting bunt there. I think that was a safety bunt. Safety bunt is when the runner at third does not break for home until the ball is actually laid down on the ground, maybe even thrown to first.
The 0-1, Kittle will fake to third and step off.
That move is only legal in high school now. It's not legal in college or pros.
The 0-1, he shows bunt and fouls it off and falls behind 0-2. I got to give a shout out. My son just texted on here, Timothy Francis. Hey, Pops, I popped the question, and she said yes.
Hey, all right. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tim and Alex.
Wow. How wonderful. Great.
That is awesome. Congratulations to you both. We look forward to the future that you two have together. I know Mom is very proud, very happy too.
Fantastic.
And SHN, you heard it here first. I hope Mom heard it. She was at work. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Gonzalez.
Big strikeout there.
Brayden Talamantes will come to the plate. He lined out to left his first time up. Kid Hill working himself out of a jam.
And yeah, that's a sigh of a dad going, gotta get this. There we go.
Popped up
Need
and
a catch.
hit out towards second. One of the Sparshoot brothers will call it, and it's Little Shotty. And that will do it. F4 on the putout of Talamantes. That will end the Wildcat fourth. They get one run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And on to the bottom we go. Raiders leading 5-2 over the Portland Wildcats. And Tim says she knows. Well, good. I'm glad Mom knows. And I know that makes her happy, and she's excited about that. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. If you're new to Raider Baseball, please click like and subscribe. And if you would, hit that notification bell there to the right and keep up with Raider Nation on SHN Sports. Raiders looking to get game 1 in this series. This is a best of 3.
So as I keep harping on as far as the pitch count goes, through 4 innings, Andrew Kithill has pitched 51 pitches. You get 110, so about halfway through the game. He's a little bit more than halfway through the game, and he has 51 pitches. You're on track with it. Through 3 innings, Spencer is at 63 pitches, mainly due to the last inning where he gave up 5 runs.
Due up for the Raiders in the 4th. The 9-1-2 hitters, that is Alepa, Solomon, and Salazar. George Garcia says congratulations. Roman Rodriguez says congratulations. And George Garcia says skip the big wedding and go bigger honeymoon. Alepa takes for ball 1.
Anything inside, Alepa gives 0 inches. He will let the ball just hit him, and that is okay. You're allowed to be in the box.
Alepa grounded to short. He shows bunt and lays off for ball 2. He grounded to short deep in the hole, and it really looked to us that he beat it out, but the umpire ruled that he was out.
Yeah, I still believe he thought that ball was in center field. And, I mean, that was just a fantastic play by the shortstop.
2-0 the count to Aleppo. Spencer winds and delivers a fastball.
Oh,
In for a called strike, and it goes to the backstop. I really don't understand that.
Do you know who Angel Hernandez is?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Well, that's my reference.
About that guy last night.
That's my reference to that call right there. It was Angel Hernandez-esque. Man, you just can't call a strike on that pitch.
2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed on the inside part of the handle for strike 2. That will even the count to Aleppo. Solomon on deck. The 2-2 pitch. He check swings. He says he went around. He rung him up. And that will be the strikeout on Aleppo. Solomon's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He eventually came around to score. He takes high for a ball. Spencer takes his time on the mound, and he takes his time at the plate as well.
Oh, man.
He is in no hurry.
I used to call it the human rain delay. My goodness gracious. Wow.
Oh, my. 1-0 the count. Takes for a strike, and that will even it up. A beautiful evening here in San Antonio. Wind still blowing in, but starting to die down a little bit with the setting of the sun. One and one count with nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. This pitch is cut on, and this gets through into left field for a base hit. Solomon with back-to-back singles. And that will bring up Oscar Salazar. He's 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Colin Correjo on deck. This is kind of where we were back in that last inning, Steve.
Yep.
We had one on with one out with Solomon at first.
That was close to a balk.
Throw to
Very
first
close.
will not be in time. A back pick by Yannick. Pitch in for a ball.
Really close to a balk, and the pitcher almost did not come set.
You got to have that pause.
You got to have that pause, and there wasn't much one there. So
Spencer takes a look over. Salazar takes for ball 2. And this is the other thing about him. You know, he doesn't come down to the waist.
No,
as you see most pitchers. He comes to the shoulders.
Yeah, he comes set pretty high. And that's okay. You can I mean, look at Clayton Kershaw. He comes set way over his head. But you got to come set, and you have to make a pause.
Throw to first, not in time as Solomon dives back in.
I've got a 2-1 count. Do you have a 2-1 count?
I do.
Okay.
No, I've got a 2-0 count. Sorry.
2-0 count. All right.
2-0.
Sorry, guys.
Solomon extends his lead. Salazar takes for ball 3. And right now it's following the same scenario that it did the last inning.
Yeah, he's up to 74 pitches, only one out this inning. Fourth inning. He's going deep. Interesting. His body language tends to think that maybe he has an arm. I don't know. I don't want to assume or think that he has an arm issue, but
pitch in for a strike as Salazar showed bunt but laid off. And
usually after 75 pitches, you don't see a kid swinging his arms around, which is exactly what he did.
Solomon extends his lead at first. Spencer comes set. The 3-1 delivery high for ball 4. And the Raiders have 2 aboard with 1 out. And that will bring up Colin Correjo. The PA announcer keeps calling him Colin Correjo.
Yeah, and I even told him. I gave him
corrected him twice.
That was a Colin Correjo.
Colin Correjo.
Well,
Coach is going to make a mound visit.
This may be
and
it.
That may be it for Spencer. Most likely, since he is not being DH'd for, he will move to a position.
Well, and
he's relieved.
And he's one of their heaviest hitters on the team. So
yeah, I mean he's batting third in the order.
You're not gonna. He's not going
actually
back in the
fourth
dugout.
in the order. He's not going to the dugout.
No, and actually they're going to stay with him.
They're going to leave him in. There's nobody currently in the bullpen right now. That I can tell.
I see
there
ahead.
Was earlier.
I actually see somebody throwing right now.
Colin Correjo will come to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch. And he has a single. Raiders leading this one 5-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing and a miss for strike 1.
He absolutely went. There was no controversy on that. He took about a 3/4 swing on it.
Gus Garza asks, who does the winner of this series play next? Anybody out there know? Well, I can tell you that it will be the winner of the Dripping Springs Corpus Christi Carroll series, I believe.
That is correct, and they actually play on the same field that we're playing on right now. They play Thursday and a doubleheader on Saturday, if necessary.
0-2 the count to Correjo. Spencer taking his time. He toes in on the rubber, takes a long look back at Solomon. He deals. Fastball misses inside for ball 1 and is in and out of the glove of Yannick, which doesn't mean anything because there's been some strikes rung up where it's gone to the backstop. Which makes you think, what was it seeing? Vets. Okay, so it's Veterans Memorial, Corpus Christi Veterans. So I knew it was one of the Corpus Christi schools.
Corpus Christi Vets.
So thank you, Curly, for that information. This is hit down the first baseline foul. And the count remains 1-2.
So something Colin Correjo needs to make sure is he needs to lift this ball out into the outfield and not hit it up the middle or roll over it to first base. He's been a victim of a couple of double plays lately, and if he can get it over the first baseman's head, that would be great.
Swing and a miss on an outside pitch for strike 3, and that one would have been ball 2 for sure.
I was going to say, I think he kind of helped the pitcher there.
2 away for Colby Diaz. Diaz has a single and a sac fly. An RBI sacrifice fly to center.
Does it look dark out there to you?
That's just because it's the east, right? Ball in the dirt for ball 1.
Just looks, to me it looks dark, but I guess the lights just haven't taken effect yet.
The Raiders have yet to hit anything into right field.
Well, anything hit into right field is going to go about 10 to 15 feet shorter than it normally would. That wind is coming in pretty hard.
1-0 the count to Diaz. Spencer comes set. He looks at Solomon, and he comes home. Fastball gets the outside corner for a strike.
2 outs, so the runners will be going on the crack of the bat.
The 1-1 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Runners at first and second. Oscar Salazar at first. Keegan Solomon at second. Colby
Spencer's
Diaz
really
at the plate, and Drew Forcell on deck.
He doesn't look right now, and I'm just telling you, he just took a walk around the mound. And I've always told Andrew, if your arm hurts, get off the field. You got to get off the field if your arm hurts at all. Otherwise, you're going to do more damage, and he just doesn't look right.
The 2-1, a fastball. This is chopped and into the glove of the third baseman, but no play. It takes him deep into the hole, and Colby Diaz with a base hit to load him.
Yeah, that ball hit off. I guess it hit off the turf here, and it just, probably went 20 feet up in the air. There was just no play for the third baseman at all.
Drew Forcell is hit into a fielder's choice and has an RBI single, and later came around to score. Bases loaded for Forcell. 2 outs. Spencer from the stretch. First pitch in for a strike down the middle.
Portland's going to need to go to their bullpen. Spencer's at 86 pitches now. It's just not going to have enough juice to go the rest of the way.
Curly Trent says it takes a while for Robert to warm up. Once he's warm, he can pitch amazing. That pitch gets by Yannick.
Oh.
And
Keegan
Solomon's going to be caught at home. It didn't bounce far enough away.
So it was an aggressive play there by Keegan Solomon. Ball got away from the catcher just a little bit, maybe 5-10 feet away from the plate, and Keegan Solomon broke for home and tried to sneak in there, but the catcher basically tackled him at the plate to end the inning.
But the Raiders get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2. On to the 5th we go. Raiders leading it 5-2.
You know, I do worry about the pitchers. I've got a pitcher myself. My pitcher's pitching tonight, and I hope that young man is not just trying to gut it out. I'm concerned for him. That's all. I'm. I'm not trying to say he needs to get out of the game because he's pitching well. He's pitching
we've
well.
always mentioned, so, we try not to be completely homer, even though we're a Rouse broadcast, but it's about the boys.
It's about the boys, and honestly, there's not a kid out here there might be a kid here that's 19, but that's a very rare thing. Most of them are 18 or younger. Heck, we've got a 14-year-old on our team.
Right, yeah, it could be in the 8th grade this year.
And let me ask you, Michael, do you think it's a good thing for an adult to insult or say anything negative towards a 14-year-old? No,
absolutely not.
You want to encourage everybody. So
absolutely.
There's just a concern on my part with Robbie Spencer. He can absolutely wing the ball.
Right.
He's proven that tonight. So.
Well, as a parent of a pitcher and having one that got injured his senior year before the season started and not getting to pitch his senior year, coming off an all-district junior season.
Yeah.
Having been overpitched that junior year.
Yep.
I can tell you it's important. Kid Hill delivers high and outside for ball 1.
Kid Hill needs to come out and throw strikes again.
A.J. Carter stands in.
There are no, again, the way Gregory Portland's going to get back in this game is if Kid Hill starts giving up free passes.
Carter takes for ball 2. Carter is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2-0 the count. 2-0 pitch. That's high for ball 3.
And see, this is
as you mentioned in the recent broadcasts, is there's no defense for walks.
No defense for walks, and you know, leadoff batter gets on, man, oh man, forget it. That's probably a
Ball 4.
Nope, strike one.
Oh, he rung him up or gave him a strike.
And
it looked low to me, but we'll take it.
We'll take it.
The 3-1 pitch. This is cut on and popped up to right. Little Sparshoe, little shotty makes the catch. Little Sparshoe. No, I don't mean to be make it sound like that's an insult. It's not.
He's smaller than his brother.
He is, but little shotty is what I was trying to say, and I ended up saying little Sparshoe.
He's got a
no.
He's
My
got a smaller number.
Joe. My apologies.
He's got a smaller number. He's shorter. Everything about it. His dad's standing right behind us too.
Right.
So.
Walker Yannick comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He has flown out to center and grounded to short. This is hit deep to left.
Foul ball.
And goes foul. If that would have stayed straight, it was gone a mile. He absolutely crushed that ball.
Yep.
Had it been hit direct center field, it would have been over.
This is the batter. You know, he's the leadoff batter for Gregory Portland, and I'm telling you, he can pack a punch. He is dangerous. They got to pitch him very carefully.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. He absolutely crushed that ball.
Oh, yeah. Ball probably went 370.
No, it would have went over that center field fence, I guarantee you. Oh, yeah. There was no question on that. The 0-2, that's in the dirt for a ball. And that wasn't a high fly ball either.
No, that was
about the flagpole height out there.
That was crushed.
I know that doesn't say a lot, but I think y'all can see the flagpoles in the picture. The 1-2 pitch. This is lifted high and deep to center. Jake Alepa over, makes the catch, and that will do it. 2 away for Malachi Lott. Lott is 1 for 2. He has singled and grounded to short.
Again, another very dangerous,
when he gets on base, he's very dangerous, very fast, obviously.
He's
batting from the left side, a swing and a miss for a strike.
Malachi has already impressed me with his baseball skills.
Easton Dowell on deck.
I believe he's a University of Houston commit.
Pitch outside for a ball, and that will even.
And he looks it. He looks like a D1 player out there.
The 1-1 pitch. A slider swung on and missed. And Kidhill smiling about that one.
I feel like he took a little bit off, maybe a straight change there or something.
He's got that cheese and grin going. The 1-2, swing
there we go.
And a miss, and that will do it. The Wildcats go in order.
Andrew.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on after 4.5. It's Rouse 5, Portland 2.
Andrew gave a big scream out and was very excited about that last pitch, that strikeout there. So, as I've been talking about and probably driving the nail into the coffin about this, Andrew Kidhill is 5 innings in and he has 64 pitches. Spencer is 4 innings in and he's up to 87. So,
and he's coming back out.
He will come back out.
Obviously his arm is not bothering him as much, but he is stretching and flexing.
Did you see that? Yeah.
I am seeing that.
87 pitches in, I'm not sure I would see, the stretching and.
Big shout to Rouse's namesake, Charlie Rouse in the house. Whose house? Rouse house.
And, it was funny. I was working one of those concession stands for the football game and as a fundraiser for the baseball team, right? And Charlie Rouse came up to my window and he said, I want some popcorn, I'll have a iced tea or whatever. And
right.
I gave him the stuff, and he looked at me and said, well, how much? And I said, your money's no good here. Are you kidding me? No way.
Right, when the school's named after you?
When the school's named after you, there's no way I'm going to charge him.
Right.
Oh, man.
Him and his precious wife.
So, yeah.
You know, the Raiders have really pulled together. You know, got great cheerleaders in the high school principal, Christine Simpson.
Yep.
The AD, Josh Mann, being the head football coach.
Yeah. Just great school, great sports organization.
Really came together last week versus Cedar Park. The house was full, standing room only. A great win for Rouse.
Really impressive.
After having dropped 2 district losses to Cedar Park.
Yep.
Drew Forsell will lead things off here in the Raider half of the 5th. He's followed by Lucas Sparshoe and Carter Heinrich. And he takes for a ball. Forsell was at the plate when Solomon was caught stealing at home for out number 3.
Just
pitch down and away for ball 2.
There it is. See, watch his. He just his.
Well, not knowing him and his appearances, maybe that's just the way he does.
Maybe that's it. I worry for him.
The 2-0, that misses low for ball 3.
90th pitch of the game.
And he's not really shaking his arm, so it's really, really hard to tell. 3-0 the count to Forsell. The pitch, that's in for a strike down the middle. And I have to tell you, I'm really impressed with these umpires tonight. Overall, it's been a quality called game. Maybe a couple of things we could nitpick, but Portland could do the same.
And
ball 4.
And I do, because that's where I am.
And a Raider lead off aboard. Well, as you mentioned, you are not a fan of umpires this season.
No, I would rather root for the opposing team.
And they're going to send some
pitchers,
umpires. There's a couple of pitchers and a catcher down to the bullpen. Lucas Sparshoe will come to the plate. Sparshoe is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Roman Rodriguez wants to know, do you think the winner of this side of the bracket will win the state championship?
They've got a tough battle with Dripping Springs and Corpus Christi Vet.
Right. Well, he's talking about the state title.
Oh, the state title?
Yeah. The DFW area has some great teams up there.
They really do.
Oh, my gosh, they really do. So
that's a long way away. Just to get to the Dell Diamond is going to be difficult for any team.
2-0 the count to Sparshoe. That pitch in for a strike. And I will watch the 5A state championship. Georgetown won the first game versus Sherilyn Pioneer, but then they faced Colleyville Heritage for the championship and lost.
Oh, that's a tough high strike right there.
High strike, and that will even the count at 2.
Yeah. Colleyville Heritage in 19 had Bobby Witt Jr.
Right. Oh, yeah, outstanding pitcher and player for that matter. This is lifted into the center field for a base hit. Sparshoe really does a good job. He chases one high, and
he saw the curveball coming and did exactly what you're supposed to do. Hit it right back up the middle. One hopper to the center fielder. Good at-bat for him.
And as we know, last year, there were no state championships in baseball.
By the way, that's Rouse's 9th hit of the evening.
And Heinrich lays a bunt down to move people over, and that the throw from Spencer to Orell will be in time.
Good bunt there, good sacrifice bunt.
Sacrifice bunt for Heinrich.
Trying to move the runners up, did exactly what he did, and he's getting congratulated by all his teammates.
Runners at second and third with one out for Little Shoddy. Joe Sparshoes. Sparshoes 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and struck out.
Dak!
And this is lined to short.
Okay.
King has it.
Unassisted double play right here. He, Little Shoddy hit the line drive to shortstop and
tagged him out.
He tagged him out. Just one of those tough baseball plays, but good athletic play by the shortstop, Jackie King. Well, they're out of the inning.
Raiders get no runs on one hit. They leave one after 6 complete. It's Raiders 5. Portland 2. Wait, did I do something wrong?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Should be the third batter at.
We're in the 5th inning, right?
We're in the 6th inning.
6th, going to the 6th. How did I?
Top of the 6th.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. I started, all this needed to move over, so this was 5th, 4th. So I messed up my scorebook, but not in such a way that it's ruined it. I just have to change the inning numbers on the Rouse's side. Okay. I was like, okay, well, I missed the whole inning. What did I do wrong? So sorry about that, folks. Human error on my part. So my scorebook fielding percentage is dropped a few percentage points.
Dropped a few. Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to the Round Rock Dragons and their fans. They seem to be texting me. I'm getting multiple texts from multiple people there, and they're all rooting for Rouse to win this game.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Scott Knight. Appreciate it.
Easton Dowell will lead things off for the Wildcats here in the 6th. Robbie Spencer and Gage Gleinig on deck in the hole.
I said
first pitch offering for a ball.
I said Round Rock Dragons, didn't I? Or did I say Round Rock Dragons?
Round Rock
okay,
Dragons.
Good. Had a brain freeze there.
Rowan Rodriguez says last year's Vets would have won the state championship 100%, and they were doing very well before the COVID shutdown.
Yes, I know, and I think we even played Vets down in Laredo.
1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2.
And we know that Vets was the real deal back then.
Dowell
back then,
is
12 months ago.
1 for 2. He singled and grounded to short.
Probably the real deal now, too. Just haven't seen him.
2-1 the count to Dowell.
There we go.
He takes for a strike, a fastball down the middle. So very good quality baseball coming out of District 29 5A. When you have all 4 teams playing for the regional qualifying, or the regional qualifying round, or the regional quarterfinal. Foul tip, and the count will remain even at 2.
You know, that came off the bat a little bit.
So
that was weird. Almost like it hit him. But he also swung, so they counted as a foul ball.
Regional quarterfinals, not regional qualifier. So 1 and 4 faced off, and 2 and 3 faced off.
Foul ball out of play. Count stays at 2-2.
That was the 6th pitch of this at bat.
Yep. Andrew Kidhill is up to 70 pitches in the 6th inning. No outs in the 6th inning.
Kidhill from the windup. He delivers.
There we go.
Strike 3 call as Dowell caught looking. That's only Kidhill's 4th strikeout of the night. That will bring up Robbie Spencer. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. This one is popped up and playable. Lucas Sparshoe in on it, makes the catch. And you can just tell by Spencer, he's a ball player, man.
He's a ball player.
You just watch his body language across the running of the field. I mean, he's at the plate. He's just a ball player. You can tell that just by watching him. F6 on the put out of Spencer. That will bring up the second baseman, Gage Gleinig. Gleinig is 0 for 2. He has popped up to first and grounded out to short, or grounded to short. He takes for a strike. The 0-1 fastball low for ball 1. How is Cedar Park not a 6A team? They just always manage to stay below the numbers.
Oh, he swung. Oh, no.
He said he did not
Check
go around.
swing and didn't get the
was
call.
Able to hold up.
Wow. Shoot.
2 balls, 1 strike count for Gleinig.
You know, I'm gonna take that question during the break, and I'll discuss why Cedar Park is not a 6A.
The 2-1, this is popped up and hit into right field. Little Sparshoe, I did it again. Little shotty over makes the catch, and that will do it. The Wildcats go in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. On to the bottom we go. Raiders leading this one 5-2.
All right. So Cedar Park is not a 6A school, and they're the only school in the Leander Independent School District that has their own feeder school, Cedar Park Middle School. However, they are completely landlocked, as what they call it, and they cannot get more population. All the other population that goes into Cedar Park that would come in, they would funnel into other. They would go to other high schools. So they always stay 10 to 15 to 25 students below the threshold, the UIL threshold. They are 5A Division I in football, and they're obviously just 5A because there's not a Division I in baseball, Division I, Division II. Otherwise, they would be Division I in baseball too, because they are absolutely the biggest.
And many of the schools
5A school you can get
in our baseball district are in Division I in football.
In Division I. Rouse is not.
Rouse dropped down this alignment to Division II. But Leander and Cedar Park and Georgetown are all Division I.
Division I, correct.
Eastview, Glenn, Rouse, and Liberty Hill and Marble Falls are all D2.
D2. And Marble Falls is about as small as a 5A school can get. They're about 10 to 15 students above the threshold to get to 4A.
Right. Leading off for the Raiders is Jake Alepa. Keegan Solomon on deck. Robbie Spencer on the mound. The wind and delivery. Alepa shows bunt and gets rung up for the strike. Nothing in one, the count to Alepa. Spencer with the overhead windup. He delivers a fastball down the middle for a strike.
That is Spencer's 100th pitch of the night.
Yannick gives the sign. The 0-2 pitch in for strike 3, and Alepa caught looking.
That was just a plain Jane fastball, man. He's just humming it.
Keegan Solomon will come to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a strikeout. First pitch offering hit foul.
Ball was hit on the nose, but very foul. Didn't even make it to third base. Hit the fence. Foul. Really turned on it.
Other than the third inning, Spencer has pitched a stellar game.
Absolutely, yep.
The 0-1, that's low for ball 1. So they only pick the best kids. Yeah, something like that. They seem to be perennial. That is fouled off for strike 2.
I would say there's some good coaching over there.
Yeah, there is good coaching, too. They've had some good coaches over the years.
Coach Mann came from Cedar Park, is what I understand.
He did.
So, you know. Give him credit.
At a time when Cedar Park and Lake Travis were battling each other. Pitch sails high for ball 2. And they would usually end up meeting like in the area round.
Oh, yeah.
Or a regional qualifying round. And cancel each other out, much like Rouse and Cedar Park happened last week. It's chopped on and hit foul down the third base line.
This is why these foul balls are important. He's at 106. 106 pitches. He's got 4 pitches left. He will be able to finish the last whatever batter he's on, but it's either going to be Keegan Solomon or Oscar Salazar, and then he is done for the evening. We will not see Spencer after that.
In the dirt for ball 3, and Solomon works it full.
Great quality at bat here. 108 pitches now.
The payoff pitch from Spencer. That is lined back up, and Spencer has up the middle, and Spencer has it. The lob over to first, and that will do it for Solomon. That will go 1-3 on the putout of Solomon. 2 away for Oscar Salazar. Salazar is 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks. Colin Correjo on deck. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
Okay, so that is the 110th pitch. And so after this batter, he will be removed or will go to the bottom, go to the top of the 7th, one or the other.
The 1-0. Right at the top of the zone for a strike.
He's still got plenty of velocity on the pitch.
He does. He throws hard, that's for sure.
Even after 110 pitches.
1-1 is cut on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch coming from Spencer. That's high for ball 2, and that will even. Gus Garza, thank Ryan for the information. Hope these playoff games continue on the radio. Deuce is wild. Pitch inside for ball 3, and Salazar works it full.
they'll continue if I have anything to do with it. But as you can see, I would have put video out here tonight. But
right, yep.
Full count.
That would be nice. Payoff pitch coming up. Spencer from the windup. Payoff pitch is cut on and hit fair down the third base. Dowell has it to throw to first in time, and that will do it for the Raiders 6. The Raiders go in order. They get no runs on no hits. They leave none. On to the 7th we go. Raiders 5, Wildcats 2.
This is going to be a big, big inning here, of course, need I say, but here comes the crowd on both sides, urging both of their teams to have big innings.
It's like we do have a defensive substitution. Landon Miller will come substitute for Colin Correjo in right field.
That's a good substitution. Landon Miller can absolutely fly out there, and he's proven himself as a very valuable player for the Rouse Raiders.
Due up for the Wildcats. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Colby Orrell, Daniel Gonzalez, and Braden Talamantes.
I'm getting the pitching dad nervousness going on.
Izzy is asking, is Andrew still in the game? Yes, he is.
Yes, Andrew's pitch count is at 76. So he's got plenty of
gas in
the tank. He's fine. Just got to get it through these 3 outs. Is this a pinch hitter at all? Number 2?
Number 2 is Colby Orrell. No.
Okay.
So far, it's their regular order.
And
Orrell and Gonzalez on deck.
The Raiders should be playing deep, and they kind of are. Deep in the outfield. Colby Diaz is kind of taking away a bunt.
Orrell fouls this one off for a strike.
Foul by about 5 feet down the first baseline.
Orrell is 0 for 1. He is flown out to right and is hit into a fielder's choice. The 0-1, this is playable, and Sparshoe will make the catch at short.
Woo! Off the bat, I thought that was a base hit.
I did too, because it looked like he was going into no man's land, but
Sparshoe,
big shotty, flashing some speed over there.
He ran a long way behind third base and caught that ball in the air. So
Wildcats down to their last 2 outs. Gonzalez at the plate, swing and a miss for strike 1. Kit Hill looking to close the door. Braden Talamantes on deck. The 0-1, a fastball, misses low for ball 1. Robbie is not GP's ace.
Okay.
Walker is.
Well, we'll probably
this is fouled back out of play.
We will probably see Walker tomorrow night, or maybe Malachi.
So you can only suspect that most likely you will see Norris or possibly Salazar tomorrow.
One thing I will tell you is you will not see Kit Hill.
Nope, you will not.
2-2's the count. I'm behind a little bit on the scoreboard. There we go.
The 2-2 pitch, this is fouled back, and if the net would not have been there, Steve would have made a catch.
I would have either made a catch or gotten it right between the eyes, one of the two.
Two-two the count to Gonzalez. The 2-2 pitch, that's high for ball 3, and Gonzalez works it full.
Need to come with a really good pitch. Best pitch of the game right here.
Well, you know what's coming.
Best pitch of the game.
From the windup, the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed
Wow.
for strike 3 on
Huge.
a fastball down the middle.
Huge strikeout there for Andrew.
And Portland down to their last out.
You know,
Braden Talamontes is 0 for 2. He is lined out to left and popped up to second.
Gregory Portland hasn't lost since April the 10th, so they're not used to this.
The Raiders on their feet. First pitch offering, fouled back out of play for strike 1.
Come on, Andrew.
Curly Trent says GP's ace is Malachi.
Getting conflicting results then, huh?
Well, and he comes back and corrects. Foul tip for strike 2. Wildcats down to their final strike.
Rouse faithful here in the stands have their R's up.
You know, it's interesting because I went back and listened to Cedar Park's broadcast. He said, I don't know what's up, but the Raider fans all had their fingers crossed for good luck.
Here's the R's up. R's up, baby.
He doesn't know that that's R in sign language.
R's up, baby.
Raiders
Here we
R.
go.
The 0-2, a fastball cut on and hit foul. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. We have 118 that are listening in on our broadcast right now, Steve.
I've got my R up. Come on.
The 0-2.
Yes!
A slider.
Yes!
Swung on and missed for strike 3, and the Raiders have claimed game 1 from the Portland Wildcats. Gregory Portland Wildcats.
A three-hitter pitched by Andrew Kidhill, and some really timely hitting by the Rouse team in the third inning. What a great game! Good ball game.
Spencer just had the one bad inning, the 5-run inning in the third. Other than that, he pitched a very good game. A great pitcher's duel between Robbie Spencer and Andrew Kidhill.
Yeah.
Andrew Kidhill picks up the win. Robbie Spencer gets the loss.
Woo!
Gives up 5 runs, 9 hits.
Great.
And 1 error.
Fun to watch your son do that. I got to tell you, I know you did that a couple of times in your day, and I'm just getting a.
I know you got to be excited, so I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you get down, and
I have some people that I need to go
this
hug.
one out for you.
All right, thank you, everybody. Take care.
So, one excited dad, and I got to tell you, folks, is I'm just honored to have him up here to call the game. I know how tough it is as a father watching your son out there pitch, and the jitters that come along with. And I'm just thankful that he's up here doing the broadcast with me. So great shout out to Steve and Andrew, to Coach Crimpine, and the rest of the Rouse Raiders for getting the Game 1 victory. Be back with us tomorrow night for Game 2. That game time start will be 7:30 here on SHN Sports. A happy final for the Raiders as they get this one tonight. 5-2 over the Gregory Portland Wildcats. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching or listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. If you would, click like and subscribe one more time and hit that notification bell and stay up to date with the Raiders on SHN Sports. But we want to thank you. And for Steve Kidhill, I'm Michael Francis, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night from Northeast ISD Baseball Complex. We'll see you tomorrow.